welcome to Tuesday the 28th April 2020. My name is still Mr. Leonard and I am still at home. I hope you're all being safe and you're being happy and everything's okay, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson yesterday. I really did. I know I spoke to Ishal and asked the teacher, but if any of you've got any problems, let me know. I know Hamish had a problem getting on Epic Reading yesterday. Did anybody else find a problem with that? We can maybe try and solve that. I know Mr. Taylor had that, so he might be able to help more tomorrow. So today, go and do a little bit of literacy, a little bit of maths, a little bit of numeracy tasks. Then we're going to do a wee bit of robot things as well, which should be quite good. Well done, Ralph Bundy, for getting my simple sentence. Forgot to put a full stop in, didn't I? Terrible. And some very interesting instructions there. We'll be having a wee look at that in a little bit as well. But I hope you've got your pencils, pens, and paper or something to write on. Please do not write on walls or doors or anything like that. And we're going to start right away. So if you aren't ready, pause this until you are ready. If you are ready, here we go. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story first of all. It's about my neighbour, Brian. Here he is here. Here's the picture I took from my window. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Well, look, Brian often bought things from the market that he turned out to be outrageous, these things, or disappointing. So he came back to me last week and he said, "Do you know what, Mr. Leonard? I just went down to Tesco and, do you know, I was doing the 2 metres apart, getting some essential things, but just on the way out, I found these magic biscuits." I was thinking, magic biscuits? Brian, he's always buying things like that. So I assumed that the magic biscuits were going to be rubbish. I assumed wrong, P34. I assumed wrong. Look at this. Look at the size of these dogs. Brian now needs to, this is his day, he needs to put water from the tap back and forth to that tyre most of the day. And those biscuits, look at the size of these dogs. They are just about the size of that tree in the background. So see if you can... I am sensing here that some people think that I'm lying. Of course I won't lie to you, P34. This is really my next door neighbour. So I've got a few questions for you. Get ready. What had happened when Brian fed the biscuits to his dogs? So on your piece of paper or your slate or anything you're writing on, I want you to write an answer to that question. What had happened when Brian fed the biscuits to the dogs? So I want you to imagine that Brian comes home with his biscuits. Does it happen right away? Do these dogs grow? Or does it take a wee while? Has it taken a week? You can pause this video if you want a little bit more time to think about it. I would love to see your answers though. Question 2. How quickly did they grow to the size, do you think? That kind of follows on from that first question. How quickly did they grow to the size? Was it a night? Was it 2 minutes? Writing down an answer. I want to see good quality answers as well. I don't just want 2 minutes. Yeah, I want good. How can you round those answers to make them sound a little bit better? Remember, get some simple, compound and complex sentences in there. Can anybody get some of the spelling words in their answers? Excuse me. Question 3. Do you think that Brian gave the biscuits to anything or anyone else? What do you think could happen? Who could Brian give these biscuits to? thinking that. I haven't seen his wife for a while. Wow, where would she live? Remember, you can pause these questions if I'm going too quick. Have the creatures stopped growing? Oh, that's a question. Are they going to grow bigger? I'm actually looking out the window just now at them. Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you think? How will Brian keep them as pets? Where are they going to sleep? Oh, yeah, have a think about it. And what do you think the benefits and the problems are of having these enormous pets? Do you think they could be good for something? What are the advantages and disadvantages? I can think of some problems with the size, but can you think of anything that would be really beneficial to have them? And please, this last question could help me. Is there a way for Brian to restore his animals to their original size? Have a think about it. Write these answers down. Put them on Teams so you can help me. I'd love to see what you think. Remember, you can pause this if you want a little bit more time. Excellent. So thank you very much to a few people who give me some instructions for breakfasts, making breakfast. Excuse me. I would like to see some more breakfast making instructions if you have time. We're going to be a little bit like detectives today, and we're going to look at some instructions and try and work out the features of instructions. What makes good instructions and what makes bad instructions? What do they need to have instructions? Do they need to have pictures, for example? Do we need to be step by step, we discussed yesterday? So that's what I would like you to do today. On your files, you have examples of instructions that I've found. So, for example, there's examples of instructions for dumpster trucks and examples of instructions for different things. You might find instructions, you might have found instructions in your house. Are they good or are they bad? And here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to come up with a set of features of instructions. So a bit like success criteria. Remember when we were having a look at imaginative writing, for example, or making a story, we sometimes...
Brand is a name, term, design, symbol or any other feature that identifies one seller's good or service as distinct from those of other sellers.
Did you hear my Alexa there? Alexa, I'm not speaking to you. I'm trying to teach a lesson here. I'm so sorry, P34. Listen, so where was I? So yeah, we're looking at features of instructions. What do we need to have? What makes good instructions? What makes bad instructions? We had a look at a couple of bad ones. But I would like you to have, success criteria, that's where I was. So what makes a good story, usually we look at. What makes a good example of different things. This is what makes a good example of instructions. See if you can write a few down. Very interested to find out what it is. Here's a picture of me doing some yoga. Now, the first one up there, the link that I have put on your assignment thing, is the one that me and Hannah do. And, you know, it's things like a Gruffalo, and it's things like, I can't think of it, Pirate Adventure, there is one. And I was thinking at the start, well, this is a bit babyish. But oh my goodness, it's good yoga. It really is. So I would love you to just go and have a look at it and give it a try. Of course, keep on doing Joe Wicks. Keep on doing that, but yoga is a little bit different. It's more relaxing, because that is very helpful as well to do a bit of relaxing. Also, I'm not sure if you saw Mr. Douglas put P5 Fitness Challenge up. Have a look at that, see what they're up to, and see if we can be even better than them. I would love to share with Mr. Douglas the things that we're doing. So if anybody's got any pictures, anything that you want me to share with Mr. Douglas, please put them on Teams so I can tag him. Or you can tag him yourself. You know how to do it now. You're all very tech savvy. Where are we next? Oh! We are going on to numeracy and seal today. Here's a little bit of a starter one. Now you can pause this video. The number of today is the number 8, as you can see in that big circle there. I would like you to, if you can, set a phone or set a timer, or ask Alexa, or ask your grown-ups to set that time for 5 minutes and write down everything that you can think of about that number. So you could write down ways of showing 8. Where would you find the number 8? Write down as many things and don't stop until 5. You will think of things. Yeah? Okay, ready? Steady. Go! If you're still doing the number challenge, please pause the video. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do just a little reminder, your home learning walls. You should be doing that on a Monday, a Tuesday and a Friday, just like in school when we were doing it. I'm a little bit concerned because I haven't seen that much evidence of it, so I'm hoping that we're doing it. Now, I've put on the assignment thing, I have put some resources, some online building things. If you're in, I think it was Fibonacci and Pascal group, remember, you can use cotton buds if you've got cotton buds there. You can use, if you're wandering about, get some stones, get some acorns, get some twigs, get some bottle caps for counting. These are all resources that you can use. I've put things that you can do online on there as well, but I would love to see some evidence of these happening. Because I'm not sure when we're going to be back to school, but by the end of the year we need to be completing those home learning walls, if you can. If you're not sure of some of the words on there, because sometimes it's a bit teacher talk, send me a message and I will find out for you. You can also send me an email if you don't want to do it in front of everyone. My email address is Norry, Norry, .leonard, you know how to spell that, at victoria.eden.sch.uk. But you'll be able to find it on the system. I'm so glad that we're so good at computers now. Also, I saw amazing some people doing the Sumdog Place Value Challenge. If you can, keep on going up with Sumdog. 20 minutes. Should be 30 minutes a week. Make sure you're doing that. Some fantastic challenges out there, and that will keep you up to date with that. And also the problem solving skills. Enrich, I'm going to try and do a live problem solving thing on Friday with you all, to keep me up to date with that. and it'll just keep your mind going with it. So home learning walls is the most important thing. If you're not too sure where the home learning walls are, I've sent them on Teams already, so they will be up at the top in files. There's a bit on the general one, and there's files, and you'll see the home learning walls. If you're not too sure where to start, if you're not too sure what chapter you're on, start at chapter 7, go through them. If you're finding it too easy, go into chapter 8. If you're finding that too easy, go into chapter 9. Yep, and you will find where it is. If you're at chapter 7 and you're feeling that it's a little bit tricky, that's fine. Keep there, keep on trying it. Robots. Oh, I love robots. So look at these. These are amazing. These are robot sculptures. So this is an artist called Terry Collier. And Terry Collier lives in Canada. And what he does is, he takes apart old radios, old machines, sometimes old little bits of washing machines, and little things, and like bits of TVs, and he makes these sculptures with them, and he gives them personalities. So here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to take your pen or pencil, and write down a few things. I'm going to ask you a few questions and want you to write down the answers. So do you like or dislike the sculptures? If you like them, why? If you dislike them, why? What machine parts can you spot on here? Oh, I can see a bit. That's really cool. Oh, wow, yeah. Remember, pause the video if I'm going too quick for you. And which sculpture do you find the most interesting? And why? What is his hat made out of? Oh. Amazing, well done, thank you. Post those answers in assignments on Teams, that'd be great to see. Okay, we're going to do a bit of copying of Terry Collier's work. So I chose this one on there. Now, this was designed when I was thinking that term 4 was going to be in the school. It's not. We're all online. So this was the thing as well. So it says at the top here, copy the example of the robot on black sugar paper. If you've got black sugar paper, do it. But if you don't, just a piece of paper would be great. You can use oil pastels or pencil crayon to recreate the colour scheme. You can do. But you can also do it on a piece of paper with coloured pencils or crayons or pens. So on the piece of paper that you've got in front of you, hopefully I would like you to draw Terry Collier's robot. And I want you to have a look at the different shades and the different colours that are appearing. Could you copy the colours? How well could you copy this artwork? And I don't want to see something that's just done really quickly. I want you to take your time with it, look at the detail of it. What do you think Terry has used? And when you're drawing it, you might be thinking, aha, that's one of those. I've seen one of those before. So take your time with it. Remember, pause this video. Take your time with this video. There's no rush. And last thing for robots today is I would like you to design your own robot. Now, if we were in school, we were going to get lots of bits of metal and lots of bits of scrap thing. We're going to take apart things and make robots. But unfortunately, excuse me, we can't do it at the moment. So I want you to pretend you've got, what could you make? Maybe you are extremely lucky to have old things lying about that you can take apart. Remember, old things. I'm not giving you permission to go and take your TV apart. Okay, old things. And you might be able to, oh, this would be amazing as a head. This might be amazing. Or you might have scrapped cardboard or scrap paper or scrap something. You can create a 3D version of it if you wanted. But I would be very, very happy with a piece of paper designing your own robot. The same as the previous slide, I want you to take your time with it, do some colour off it, and make sure that it's looking really good. What do you think a robot should look like? And as you can see at the bottom here, let me get my pen here, is there? The bottom here, this one, I would say is a typical robot. Can anybody make a contemporary one? A robot that's really interesting? Yeah. What do you think your robot should be doing? And you've got 3 boxes there. You can create 3 if you want. Yep. Excellent. So, creating your own robot, I would love to see them. Again, put them on assignments, put them on teams. Brilliant. And that's me out for today. So, excellent. Thank you very much for listening to the video and listening to the tasks. I hope you enjoyed some of the tasks today, and I hope you're trying your absolute best, and I hope you're looking after everyone. So please do keep safe, and I hope to see you very, very soon. The amazing Mr. Taylor will be back tomorrow and Thursday, and I will see you on Friday. See ya.